Lifecast. We're here, 7 of us, and we're doing things. I'm Deanna. To my left is Sydney.
Hello.
To her left is Pat.
Sup?
To his left is Greg.
Yo.
To his left is Kennedy.
Hi.
To her left is Adam.
I like the
who's
noise this
making
chair
a really
makes.
noise.
It's a good noise.
And
I'll
to
stop.
Adam's left is Dan.
Hi.
And then that brings it full circle to me, and we are the Lifecast. How's everyone doing this week?
That was on
Awful.
purpose.
I hurt my knee. Oh. How?
I don't know. Who's running this Lifecast family, honestly. So, we've been playing games. I'll start off because mine's real quick. Verity, I recently found out, is on Android. And, yeah, Verity is a Steam game in which you tend to a little succulent pot in virtual reality. It's adorable, and you should all play it. It's on Android and iOS.
What's it called?
Verity. Viridi.
That makes sense if that's a mobile game. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it works
pretty good for
better
a
as a
mobile
mobile game.
It honestly seems like it would have been one of those games that would have been good as a mobile game from the start.
Yeah.
Was
Does
it
it
always?
punish you for not watering your plants?
Yeah, your
Yeah,
plants
they
die.
die.
Oh!
Yeah, you grow virtual
This is the
succulents.
Dark Souls of plant simulation games.
Or else all the cats are fucking dead.
No, they just find food elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
good.
yeah. So, Sydney, what have you been playing?
I played Overwatch for like the first time.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Now you can play with us. Oh, wait, no, it's still on PS4.
PS4 here.
I'm a heathen.
I don't
Uh-huh.
own it.
Yeah.
I do not own Overwatch for the computers because if I did, I would be sad.
Soon.
I could just constantly update Overwatch if I couldn't play it, and that would be a very sad state. But yeah, I played it on PS4 for the past couple of days, which I know I'm console trash for saying that, but that's the only way I can play.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Overwatch is trash, so it's fine that you can play it on a console.
So I am extra trash.
It can be worse in another place. That's fine.
Yeah. Pat,
Yeah?
we know what you've been playing.
Can you guess?
Yeah, lead us into Legion.
Verity.
Tell us.
I've been playing a lot of Legion.
Yes.
It's fun.
Continue.
Like how?
What have you been
Pat,
doing in Legion, Pat? Did you
Left-
make a new character?
Describe
Is there a new
experience.
class? Is there a new region?
There's only one thing I know about Legion.
Yeah.
You are not prepared. Did he say it? Did he say it yet?
Yeah, I haven't encountered
Yeah.
him.
It's
If
coming.
you make a demon hunter, you do.
Oh, that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Is he like your quest giver?
At the beginning.
Yeah, and it's just like, you are not prepared to face the trials ahead. But don't worry, I will prepare you.
Press 1.
Continue quest line.
Yeah, that's, you start off with the main line of just getting your artifact weapon, and you go through that stuff. And then you follow quest lines just a lot more.
So usual MMORPG stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And PvP.
APV.
Hey.
How is PvP this expansion? Has it changed?
Are there
this-
new maps?
Yes.
Are garrisons
For-
still a thing?
I haven't been to my garrison since launch.
Do people still run around poles and then heal and then run around the other side of the pole and then heal again?
See, I haven't done arenas just because everyone's so high level. So it's either do a battleground or do questing. You can't do dungeons because the queue time is like an hour and a half.
You gotta want it, Christ.
I'll wait.
Yeah,
I'll wait to
'cause-
kill Barnes.
Because tanks and healers aren't prepared yet. So it's fucking
Did you
They're
just
not
say
prepared.
it? Did you just say it? You said it, guys. All right.
Illidan's not letting them prepare.
fuck you.
The two most important parts of a team composition are just not there.
Yeah, exactly.
We got a whole lot of DPS.
Pretty much all the DPS is kind of ready.
Everyone just walks and dies. They go back to spawn. And they
Oh, I really
walk
thought
and
we
die.
had it this time. I'll see you guys in an hour.
So PvP is really fun though. Like they added, you can't access them until 110, but they added honor talents, which is PvP stuff, and it buffs you specifically to PvP, so you can have this, that. I don't remember the specifics,
Okay.
but yeah.
All right.
Go
Well,
ahead.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, stop babbling.
all right. So I actually played something new.
No, you
I don't
didn't.
believe
I don't
you.
believe it.
Yes, but the thing is, there's a twist on it.
Is it Dark Souls?
It's kind of Dark Souls.
Is it Darkest Souls?
Is it the Nio thing?
It's Neo!
Was that in beta again this week?
Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
in beta. It had an alpha like a couple months ago. Now it's in
I
beta.
remember.
I never played the alpha, and I kind of put off the beta. Apparently, it stopped today, and I'm really sad because I played it last night instead of sleeping. And
I feel.
it's fucking amazing. It's a really, really, really good. Like, I recommend everyone who likes action games in general to just pick this thing up when it eventually does come out. Barring reviews, of course. But what I played was like promise. Just there was like a lot of. It didn't promise anything. It was just kind of like you could see like where like there was so much more to the game, and this was like just a very like light taste of it. But like the gameplay is like it's like some of the best like character action game type thing. It's not as like say over the top as like a Revengeance or a Bayonetta, but it's like picture a Souls game but like way more anime. So like
I like where this is going.
so it's like your animations are just like super stylized. Like for example, I use the axe/hammer type weapon, and pretty much when you break someone's stamina, like you'll hit them enough and they'll be out of stamina. You have like a pretty much a one hit kill type attack. And so what you do with the hammer is you sort of like you sort of swing, you trip them, then you grab the head of your hammer and then use it to crush their skull, and it feels so good, and it's so quick and flashy. Like everything is like super over the top, and like it's a lot more mechanically intensive than a Souls game, but it is effectively a Souls game. But it's different enough that it carves its own path. It's not like just literally just following the Souls. Mm-hmm. It's like the only thing it really has in similarity is that it's hard as fuck. You can die really quickly, and when you die, you have to go pick up your souls. But everything else about it is like, it's just its own, and it's really unique. And I wouldn't say I love the setting too much. It's just kind of like Japanese dark fantasy,
Feudal Japan kind
yeah,
of stuff.
feudal Japan dark fantasy type stuff. And I'm cool with that. I love that. I love that I have like I'm all about fucking samurais, but there's nothing about it that has like sent like blown my mind or like defied expectations all that much. It's very like, oh, you fight yokais. What do they look like? Oh, they look exactly like, they have the teeth that go up and down. They're all red and big and brutish. So it's like, it's not breaking down any barriers in terms of like, sort of like design or something, but like
The gameplay is really solid.
gameplay is like
It's
really solid.
good. Like
So-
I didn't play any of like the beta this weekend, but I
Yeah.
played a lot of the alpha, and I
it's-
really liked it.
Well, way
It's-
improved from that. They got rid of like the durability stuff.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Completely, they got rid of the durability stuff, which my brother was telling me was a huge nuisance. But like, yeah, it's just like a lot more clean now. It's like, it's good. It's just like, it's really good, and it's coming at a perfect time because I've gotten like, I played too many Souls games in a short amount of time, and so it's like they're all still good games. Like I can objectively look at them and be like, this is still like a masterfully put together experience, but I don't care anymore. But so I'm in here, I'm getting a similar like experience, but it's different enough that it still feels completely brand new.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting another Souls hit. But it's not Souls. It's something completely different.
For those of you who cannot see, what we can see, he was just slapping his arm.
Slapping
Yes.
the vein.
Yeah, slapping the vein, trying to find the
I'm
So
really.
for-
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
for the uninitiated, what is Neo? Is it like a mod on Dark Souls, or
No,
is
it
separate
is the guys who made Ninja Gaiden, Team Ninja, and Dead or Alive. They're making their own Souls-inspired game.
Got
So
it.
it's like a dark fantasy third-person action game, that action RPG.
on PC?
I think it's coming. No, I think it might be a PS4
I
exclusive,
think it's
Fine.
PS4 exclusive.
which is
it would
unfortunate.
make
But the
sense
good thing is that it
PS4.
runs at 60 frames per second on
PS4.
PlayStation 4, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's not the best looking game I've ever seen, but like it runs 60 frames per second on PlayStation. This is the beta. Like I got to give them props literally just for that, because that shit don't happen no more. Like honestly, it's impressive. Like the whole game's impressive. I was just impressed, and I'm really sad that I only played it for one night. I really wish I started it early, but I guess I got a nice taste, and when the game comes out, I'll be, ready to eat it all up.
Okay.
I'm really happy that like Souls style games are more or less starting to become like its own genre now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's such like a good just like format to like put ideas on and
Yeah.
just
Such
out
a
of.
good.
Yeah. Like we've got Neo
A
coming
single
out.
good.
We've got Let It Die from Suda51 coming out.
Oh, that game
And
was
that looks
excellent at PAX.
That was probably the best game at PAX, in my opinion.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna disagree. I would probably rank it my second or third, but
You're gonna say We Happy Few, aren't you?
No. Okay. No, I actually have a lot of beef with We Happy Few.
Oh, man.
All the beef.
I talked about this briefly in my in the article I wrote over the summer about games that have caught my interest, like for the second half of 2016, and I mentioned We Happy Few. Suffice to say, at PAX East, like I'm a huge BioShock fan, so when I started hearing about We Happy Few, this BioShock-inspired game, like I was super hyped up. I thought it was going to be the coolest shit ever. And when I got to PAX, I was like, okay, if there's only one game I play at this con, it has got to be We Happy Few. I'm so pumped for this game. I wait an hour and a half in line. I get up there, and We Happy Few is a roguelike. And they said that for the purposes of the demo, if you die, it's going to send you to a continue screen. The demo itself should last about 20 minutes, give or take. 5 minutes in, I die. I don't get the continue screen. It glitches out and sends it right back to the beginning. And I'm kind of confused at this point because I was told that I'd be taken to a continue screen. So I tell one of the devs, hey, it didn't send me to the continue screen. And he was like, oh, get off. Get out. You're done. And I was like, but I only played for 5 minutes. And he was like, we got to keep the line moving. Keep going. And so I waited an hour and a half to play 5 minutes. So I'm very bitter against We Happy Few. But no, the best game I think I played at PAX was a game called Y2K, which is an Earthbound-inspired...
That's a single word.
It's an Earthbound-inspired RPG. Developed by Axe Studios, and it's got, like, a bunch of preview images out right now. The style that the art's done in looks really cool. It's supposed to be pretty expansive, and the soundtrack is supposed to be really good. I can't remember all the people who were on it, but the most memorable name on the soundtrack is Toby Fox.
Oh, wow.
And in case any of you somehow don't know who that is, he's the guy who... Undertale.
Yeah.
Which actually, it dawned on me recently that Undertale's going to be turning 1.
Yeah.
In like a little over a week. And that just,
Little Bobby Undertale.
it feels like it's been so much longer.
Yeah.
Nobody can protect it though.
It feels like it's been out for 20 years.
On like a whole tangent about Undertale, it's so weird because I used to read Homestuck before it ended. Because it ended fucking finally after 7 years. It was so weird to see the fan community. I don't want to say fandom because that's a really cringy word.
It is.
But it was so weird to see the fan community of Undertale like go through the exact same motions that the one from Homestuck did.
Yeah.
But like in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, Undertale is something that I think the fan base, like, it popped up really quickly and then it fizzled out. Like, just as quickly as it appeared. Like, it was huge. It was obnoxious for, like, 2 months.
Yeah.
2, maybe 3.
Yep.
And then I just stopped hearing about it completely.
Yeah. I mean, with good reason.
It's
still
been
see it.
rediscovered by 10-year-olds.
Oh, fuck.
I mean,
That's
I
kind of what
hate...
happens with games that you can really only play once, though.
Well, okay, only play once in quotation marks, because, the point of Undertale is to play it...
experience.
Yeah, because, like, there's 3 main endings for Undertale, so you're technically supposed to play it 3 times. I hate, like, 90% of the fan base, but I will still give Undertale credit where it's due. I like Undertale. Yeah. I thought it was excellent. I'm also a huge fan of Earthbound, though, so, I mean, I'm really biased.
That
I'm
wasn't
shocked.
already established, like, a minute ago.
I
Was
just
it about
hate
Y2K?
the fact that the fan base seemed like they were 12, and then I went to camp and they were actually 12 or 9, and I'm like, no.
And you know what the worst part was, though? Something that I noticed in particular, like, particularly around, like, the art community, both, I hate saying it, but DeviantArt and, like, also, like, but also other art sites, like Pixiv and,
What? Pixiv is a Japanese art site?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's generally way better quality.
Yeah,
but,
more professional.
I digress.
Okay.
Something I noticed on a lot of different art sites, like those 2 particular, is that a lot of the people who are getting into Undertale are people who had, like, just finished Five Nights at Freddy. Like,
Yeah.
I noticed, I cannot tell you, if I had a nickel for every time I would see someone say something to the effect of, I got into Undertale because, my Five Nights at Freddy
Yep.
fanness is starting to really die down and I need something new. I need a new fix. And if I had a nickel for every time I heard that, I would have enough to fly over to wherever Scott Cawthorne lives and just knock on his door and just tell him to stop. Once and for all, just stop. Just pull the plug. Pull the plug. You're done.
Yeah.
I noticed that too. Like at camp again. Like this year it was Undertale. The year before that it was Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm like, why are 10-year-olds playing this game?
Well, Five Nights at Freddy's, I absolutely understand why 10-year-olds are playing it because it's so edgy.
And so scary.
I just don't
It's so
think
scary,
of 10-year-olds
and
as edgy.
Well-
Mostly because I wasn't when I was 10.
Yeah, but unlike Undertale though, like Five Nights at Freddy's is something that you can understand it real quickly. There's no, I mean, Undertale isn't something that requires a lot of thought,
Yeah,
but at the
yeah.
same time, it has more direction than Five Nights at Freddy's, which is literally just beep, boop, push button.
Yeah.
Undertale, you have to, I mean, Undertale, I'm not saying Undertale is hard by any stretch of the imagination, I'm just saying it
You
requires
have to
more
be able to
thoughts.
read.
You have to be able to read it. You have to be able to read
You
it.
don't have to read in order to play Five
You don't have
Nights
to
at
read in order to play
Freddy's.
Five
I
Nights.
mean,
That's true.
I think the big problem, I guess, is that kids aren't adults, you know. So
Yeah. Like, that's my big
they
thing.
can't, like, the few games they buy, they're gonna be the ones recommended by their YouTube gods.
Yeah.
True.
And like they don't know like where to find interesting things. They have
Yeah.
YouTube. So
Yeah.
YouTube tells them, oh, Five Nights at Freddy's the big thing, so all the kids are on Five Nights at Freddy. Oh, Minecraft's the big thing, all the kids are on Minecraft. Oh, now Undertale's the big thing, all the kids are on Minecraft. I don't have any problem with them. They're still finding their way in the world. The problem is that you need to stop making people fuck Toriel, because that's not right. we were all
collectively agreed to push that from our memories.
Okay, so games we've been playing.
Yes, anyway.
I
Don't do
also
it.
have one more thing
Swear to
about
God.
Undertale and Homestuck being like the same.
Don't fuck them.
Yeah, that also it was weird to learn about the development of Undertale, and like I actually heard about it while not Undertale, Homestuck was still like a thing. And Andrew Hussey was basically like, yeah, there's someone like living in my basement working on a game. That game was Undertale.
And you know, based on what I've heard about Toby Fox, that doesn't sound like an exaggeration.
Nope, not at all.
So we throw food down there every once in a while. You know?
Yeah,
No, not
pretty
even.
much.
He comes out at like 4 a.m. and he like looks for food scraps that are like left on the floor and he just
Honestly, like,
claws them out.
That implies that Andrew Hussey is asleep at 4 a.m.
That's
not like
very true.
doing whatever he does.
Goat Mom.
He's an enigma.
He's doing Goat Mom.
No.
No, he's
No,
not.
he's not.
No one's doing Goat Mom. She died in my storyline, alright?
So games.
Yeah, games.
That are not Undertale.
What are those?
I got skip.
Oh, you.
But I also didn't play anything new. So,
Alright, yeah.
but I have been playing more Dual Destinies than I was last week, solely because Spirit of Justice comes out really soon,
Yeah.
and it has recently come to my attention that I will be able to, in fact, get Spirit of Justice, unlike what I thought before. So I'm really trying to finish Dual Destinies before it's out.
All these commissions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Commissions.
Oh yeah, if you want an art commission, Kendi is the person to go to.
Yes,
We
please.
are currently commissioning her for a bunch of new things for the Lifecast.
I did Deanna's picture, I did Sydney's
Yeah.
picture.
Also, the intro, I probably shouldn't mention this like 20 minutes in, but our intro has changed, and it's by our own Tiffany. She did a real good job, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So,
Nice.
Adam.
I didn't get a chance to really play much of anything in the past week.
Same.
It's been a massively busy week yet again.
It's
But
just the way.
it's just the way right now. It'll
School's
die
just
down
started,
soon.
So.
Yeah,
But,
school's just started. Like, I have a ton of shit at work.
And only 2 of us aren't students.
Yes.
The thing I managed to play was the final wing of One Night in Karazhan, which was the newest Hearthstone expansion. And I actually really liked this wing. Much, I didn't.
Is it
if you've been
still
listening.
as easy?
No, this week is actually super hard.
Oh.
I didn't try any of the heroics, but
Yeah.
I just kind of like mindlessly went through all of them again.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah.
wow, I start with 10 minutes this time.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Well, that was last week.
Was that last week?
Yeah, that was last week.
Oh, no, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I'm mixing them. No, I did it, man. I swear to God, that guy with the 2 portals. And you go put them on the left side, the right side. You get Wind Fury or Armor Man. Shut up. Fuck you.
So yeah, much
This is a friendly podcast.
unlike my opinions of previous weeks, I actually enjoyed this week's.
Dave's not here. Don't do it. I'm kicking you from the Discord server if you do it again.
Everyone's getting kicked from the Discord server. Nobody's gonna fucking be in it. This is gonna be an empty room.
With me talking to myself.
No,
But
you're
I
kicked
only
too.
just got it
You're
fixed.
kicked. You're
Oh,
kicked.
fuck.
You're kicked. You're kicked.
I just
No
got
one's
it
there.
fixed. I'll ban you. I'll ban you. I'll ban you. I'll ban my mother from Discord. I'll ban my own ass.
Sometimes you have to, you know.
Wouldn't that make the server just go away if you
Yes.
ban yourself?
It's gone.
It's gone.
Jake has already
That's
tainted
it.
it with lewd. It's
I mean,
gone.
like once.
Like once.
Tainted.
I'll taint it with pie.
No, please.
We did that already.
Please never say that sentence again.
Yeah,
We did
Wait,
that already.
why?
It just doesn't sound
But
right.
pie is great.
Raspberry pie.
Anyway.
So Dan, what have you been playing?
Adam wasn't done.
Oh, she wasn't. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I know you're playing favorites, Kennedy, but Adam.
It's interrupt
shit.
everybody.
I
I'm
just
here.
don't want to talk about tainting things with pie.
I'm still here. I'm still here. I found myself enjoying the boss fights a lot more this week.
Oh, okay.
Some of them, I actually don't remember what the first one was. It was
I
the
know, right?
Portals Dragon, and then it
Oh,
was
it was the
Malkazar.
guy. He gave everyone +3 spell power.
Okay, so that one sucked.
Yeah,
But
the second one was pretty.
The
cool.
Portals one was really cool. So basically, there's two sides. The minions you put on the left get Wind Fury. The ones you put on the right get Taunt. And
That's cool.
No, they take one.
oh, they take 1 damage at a time. That's right. They take 1 damage at a time. The other one was Taunt, though. Red Riding Hood one was Taunt.
Let's stay the same.
And yeah, today's the 6th.
Yes.
And the final fight, Prince Malkazar, which is actually the hardest one in the entire set. He's like, I have 2 fights that are keeping me from getting the cool heroic card back,
Yeah.
and that fight is Prince Malkazar and the heroic chess. All the other ones have been are substantially easy, and these are the only
I
two
could see that one
challenges.
being pretty hard. I
Yeah.
actually lost. That was like one of my first losses to normal mode, and it was because I killed the first lady so quickly that he
Yeah.
started with 8 mana and I was on 4.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So I made that mistake and I just lost right
Yeah,
there.
this is the first one where you actually have to think, where it's like, oh hey, I could kill this lady right now, but I have 5 mana. Maybe I should just take some damage for the next 3 turns. And like, there hasn't been a fight in this expansion yet where you've had to manage your resources quite like this.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, I'm behind on mana, so I'd rather sacrifice some life points and my board, just to be at even grounds with Malkazar once he comes in. I appreciate you all listening.
No, I'm so sorry. I was being really rude.
I also
Greg.
was listening, but also bad
Yeah,
stuff.
I was listening, but we just came up with the episode title.
Is it Tainting Pie?
No, it's Raspberry Taint and Pie, in parentheses.
Oh no.
I heard, but a lot of it
Okay.
went in one ear and out the other because I don't know jack
This
shit
just
about
reminds me
Hearthstone.
of that conversation.
I'm not gonna
that we had
lie.
with
I
Jake.
wish I could understand what you were talking about.
When I tried to hack the planet, and I refused to go in my dorm, and I tried to make up Jake's imaginary girlfriend with a flavored vagina that changed flavors based on the
That shit lasted an hour and a half.
We are shutting that down right now.
Can't believe, thanks to Sydney, we can't upload this on YouTube and get it monetized.
I wasn't planning on monetizing through YouTube now anyway.
Well, good, because we can't.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
that was-
I swear too much.
It's like vagina or some bullshit.
Yeah, it's mostly a tag system.
It's mostly
Yeah.
tags and titles.
Yep.
Let's
well,
just tag ourselves
our
as
title has
vaginas.
teeth in it.
Yeah,
Then we
I
could
think we're
die.
beyond saving at this point.
Does that mean the song "Tainted Love" is gonna be flagged?
Oh my god.
Maybe.
You know
Does
what
that
song
mean that everything pertaining to Suicide Squad, just anything?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that
You know
because
what?
Boogie got that one video flagged because it said suicide in the.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And that was
And that was a
suicide
help video.
prevention.
Yeah, that was a
that's
suicide
some
prevention
bullshit
video.
That like people who open up about their their issues with suicide and like coming out to their family are getting flagged because it's not advertiser friendly.
Yeah.
Like going back to like the 12-year-olds on YouTube, like these are their idols. They're looking up to these people. And like what if a 12-year-old is having these thoughts? Because they certainly fucking do. You know? Where are they gonna go for help? Are they gonna tell their parents? Hell fucking no.
It's very ironic that you should bring up the 12-year-old audience because that is a big part of why YouTube is most likely doing this because the thing is, kids are like one of the best demographics to market to, like alongside men ages 18 to 24. Because, kids have their parents' money, and kids, the thing is, when they watch videos on YouTube, they're not gonna go out and they're not gonna, like, search for different things or, like, try and branch out. No, they're gonna watch the same 2 or 3 videos dozens of times until they can say them word for word, and then they're gonna watch videos by the same guy. So, It's mostly just so you can. I see you. So it's mostly just an attempt to like really cash in on that audience because they're realizing that it's making up.
They're not cashing in on anything.
Okay, well, figuratively speaking, you know, it's them trying to
make
pander to that market.
Yeah. Which, I don't know. I think it's really unfortunate.
Children aren't as innocent as people think.
Absolutely.
That's not at all.
Especially not 12-year-olds. If we're talking about an 8-year-old, he's like, I love SpongeBob. Here you go.
Oh yeah.
No, we're not talking about. Where's the 12-year-old?
Yeah.
When like 4-year-olds ask you like the sexual questions, it's so uncomfortable because you don't know how to answer them, but you know that if you lie to them, they know you're lying because they already know the answer and they're just trying to like trick you and telling you more. And I'm like, you are 5 and shouldn't know about this.
Why don't you just say no and run away?
That's what I do with all my
That's how
problems.
my parents handle
I tell them to ask their parents because then they can be aware of what's going into your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as YouTube is concerned,
It's a whole nother
everybody
I'm sorry. It's
until they
okay.
hit
I'm
like
very
age
passionate about
14
this.
is very innocent. But yeah, we're getting off topic.
Yeah. That's a whole other conversation.
That is another
Getting
podcast
off
for another day.
topic.
I have a
Maybe
lot
we'll
of things
save
to
it for
say.
another
Train
podcast,
it.
but like, I have a whole lot of problems with how parents like treat their kids at certain ages.
Yeah, Malcazar is a clear example of bad parents. he clearly has like way too much of an ego. Fucking his daddy Jiraxis was a real asshole.
Are they?
No, I think they're brothers or something.
They're brothers?
Malcazar
and her
Jiraxis.
daughter fighting over
Oh, you still have one more thing? Why do you play so many video games? Goddamn.
He's talking about
Play anything this week.
He's been
We
interrupted
keep
like 8
going on
times.
tangents.
Yeah.
I can leave.
Continue. No, that's okay.
The second thing I played was today, you know.
We don't know. That's why we're asking.
You guys are judging me. I tried World of Warcraft again.
You did a class trial.
Yeah, the first time I played World of Warcraft was when they had the Hearthstone promotion, and you'd get Lady Leadrin if you got to level a character up to 20.
And then Paladins sucked.
And then
After
Paladins
that.
sucked. And so today I tried. Pat graciously let me use his account, and Sydney graciously let me use her laptop
And mouse.
and mouse to play.
Playing WoW on a trackpad's not fun.
No,
No, it's not.
to try
My
the new
laptop can't run well.
to try the new expansion, Legion, and they have a new thing. They're called
They're called class trials.
Class
Basically, it gives you a level 100 and lets you play from what I saw, till you get your artifact weapon.
yeah. That took me like 3 hours, maybe a little more.
Well, that's because you got logged out when I went away.
Okay, but like maybe like 2. It probably took me like 2.5, closer to 3
That's a
hours
decent
that
amount of
entire day.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, for just like a thing to try out a class, that's a long time.
Yeah.
And I actually enjoyed my time a lot more than I did this time. And I don't quite know why, because I was doing relatively the same things. It's the quests seemed more interesting. They seemed harder. They seemed I had to do things a lot differently. But I was still just pressing numbers profusely.
But
Very rapid.
1 and 2 and
Yeah.
1 and 2
Yeah,
and
one-
1 and 2.
I could make a nice rhythm game out of it.
But if you were like playing like
Rhythm
give
Heaven
you a
Warcraft.
like a level 100,
Yeah.
that means you're more late game.
Yeah.
And that's what I said when you were complaining.
Yeah, the
about-
only good thing about MMOs is the late game.
Yep.
Everything else is trash.
The only alright thing
Yeah, the
about
only
it.
alright thing. Good.
MMOs are bad games you play with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
And fortunately for me, because I'm a sucker for the thing I talked about previously, they're having like a tie-in thing with Hearthstone. Pat told me that they're doing a Karazhan dungeon releasing
it's-
next week.
That's pretty cool.
In the next patch, it's
Yeah.
coming out.
Is it
and
up-
it looks great.
Is it like of a similar theme of the Hearthstone one?
Because the
Oh,
theme is
yeah.
very different. Is it
Like,
like a play theme? Like, am I
there's-
going to be able to watch Barnes's plays?
There's from what my cousin told me, there used to be whatever it's called, Karazhan
Yeah.
dungeon in the past,
That's
Yeah,
cousin
there
who
was.
works at Blizzard.
and no, because he's played since like vanilla, and
Unlike you.
Blizzard.
You were.
I guess they got rid of it or something,
Mhm.
and now they're bringing it back, and they're having new plays,
Mhm.
and the way the plays work is, you get to that part of the raid,
Mhm.
and a guy comes up on stage.
I bet it's Barnes.
I don't know.
It's
And-
one of those.
Barnes is the play master.
Okay. And he gives a little spiel
Mhm.
and announcing the play, and you fight that specific play.
That's so cool.
That's
And
really
each-
cool.
And I believe there's 3 different types of plays.
Yeah.
And each time you do the raid is a different one.
That kind of
And-
reminds me of in Pokemon Black and White 2 where you could fight in the movie scenes.
Yeah, that was really fucking cool.
And each different one has its own
Yeah.
strat
Yeah.
to beat
And,
it.
yeah. And from what I've seen, like that sounds very similar to the old Karazhan
Yeah.
raid because I watched a lot of lore videos on
Oh, okay.
on Karazhan.
They're really
because-
good.
And
Warcraft lore is so good.
Yeah.
And Karazhan's also really good.
it seems very similar. And if it doesn't cost me a significant
But-
amount of money to get into that by next week, I might actually try to.
He was telling me like from the old Karazhan, one was like Romeo and Juliet.
Or what do they call it?
Romulo.
Romulo and
Yeah.
Julianne.
Julianne.
Romulo and
They
Julianne.
had to die at the same time
Yeah.
to complete the raid.
That's so cool.
That's really dope.
That's really cool.
That's a cool concept, but I fucking hate Romeo and Juliet.
Why?
The three in the
Because I'm an English major, and you know that there are better Shakespeare plays, first of all, and that there are better plays than just Shakespeare. Unpopular opinion.
But Romeo and Juliet is at least better than Julius Caesar.
Debatable.
No, it's not.
Yeah, in the they had a whole Hearthstone wing that was the three raids, the three plays from the previous raid. There was
Okay.
the Romeo and Julianne, the
Fuck if I remember.
fuck if I remember the big bad wolf
The
one.
plates.
Yeah.
Little Red
And-
Riding Hood.
Yeah.
Ironically, I remember the
And
plates a
then
lot
chess,
because of how
right?
much I
No,
did.
no, not chess.
No, chess was just an
Chess
element
was
of it.
the first one.
I can't remember the third one.
I forget, but
Big Bad Wolf, Romeo and Juliet, and I don't care.
I honestly don't fucking care. This isn't a useful thing. I'm trying to find it, but it's not useful.
But it's cool.
So yeah, I enjoyed WoW
Oh.
for the first time, and I think it's mainly because of my love for Hearthstone.
Love.
That's a good
It's-
song.
Your love hate.
Love is complicated.
Your emotions for Hearthstone.
love when I'm talking about it, hatred when I'm playing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your mixed feelings
Yeah.
for Hearthstone.
Is that all?
That's all. Thank you very much
You're welcome.
for listening.
All right.
We're here, Adam, for you. Splicing sentences. Dan, what have you been playing?
All right. So before I start, I just want to say I've just been watching like the audio waves on Audacity this whole time, and it's like super mesmerizing.
Yeah. Isn't it?
Right?
It's really cool.
But in terms of what I've been playing, recently I've picked up a game I haven't played since like maybe 10th grade.
Oh, God.
Overwatch.
It's totally. It's back from when I was like just getting out of my weeaboo phase, probably.
That's a good sign.
When did you get
Just
out?
getting out
Yeah.
implied that it had an
Dan.
end.
Yeah, implying that it had an end. Yeah. It was the Toho fighting game.
Oh, my
Toho
God.
12.3.
12.3?
12.3.
Is this Kingdom Hearts?
There are more Toho fighting games, though.
Yeah,
they?
there are more. There's 10.5
Yeah.
as well.
I think that
This is
some of the
getting
early
worse.
ones are also fighting games.
Yeah. In fact, you have to connect 10.5 to 12.3 to get the full roster.
Those aren't even near each other.
Nah.
Like, what about
Maybe.
But
11
I'm
and
pretty sure like 10th grade is the exact last time I talked about Toho also.
hey,
Like
Wow.
in depth. I know I mentioned it a couple times on the podcast, but
yeah. The last time I played this game was before I had a competitive mindset for fighting games. So back then I was just mashing buttons. So going back to it now, where I actually understand neutral game and like learn combos and like know all this like weird shit I never knew about fighting games before, it's a really like interesting thing to like look at and see how like the entire game is like so different now that I actually know how to play it. Like the neutral game is so stupid. It's nothing but projectiles, and I love it.
what is
Just like real Toho.
Neutral game is when neither side is at a particular advantage or disadvantage, and you're both trying to gain the advantage on your opponent.
Okay.
It's mostly mind games and spacing and all that kind of stuff, and trying to get in.
Interesting.
And for Toho, it's you have 3 different attacks. You have your just physical attacks, your weak projectile, and your strong projectile. And you also have cards, which are like your specials. You don't have inputs, you just have these cards that do special animations and attacks and stuff. And a lot of the neutral game is like learning how your projectiles fly across the screen, how much time you have to spend in the air, how you get in, and just in general, just like shooting your bullets everywhere. And it's really fun. And I got the online to work, and the community is sparse but there.
yeah.
And
What is
yeah,
there? Are they friendly?
I mean, most Toho fans are like super weebish, and
But
I
are
don't
they
really,
friendly weebs?
Some.
If you can get them to talk to you.
If you,
In my
if you can
experience,
get them to talk, yeah.
in my experience, a lot of Toho fans are just elitist.
Not necessarily elitist. They just don't like people.
Well, I mean, I guess that's who. I mean, I also don't know too many Toho fans, and when I was trying to get into Toho, I was never able to really get into the community very much.
Yeah,
but
I didn't get into the community much either. I just played the games and talked with a couple friends.
see, I think the big reason I couldn't get into Toho was because I had which one was it? I had 8, and that one worked fine, and I liked it a lot. But I had 10 or 13. I can't remember which.
Probably had 10.
Regardless of which one I had, it virused my computer.
Great.
So when I figured that out, I stopped playing it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Understandable.
I think I
Don't
played
worry.
it like 2 or 3 times before AVG came up and was like, "Yo, this whole thing is a bad."
Yeah. That's fine.
this.
Toho 10 is bad anyway.
I liked 8 though. 8
8
was
is
fine.
the best. Like, it's like objectively the best Toho game.
Damn.
But yeah, I've been playing 12.3 a lot. It's really fun, and you should play it. You can, if you just Google Toho 12.3, it's like fucking everywhere.
It's
So,
not hard to find.
It's
Toho
not hard to
game.
find at all. So go check it out. It's free.
Cool. Adam, you have some news stories for us.
I have a news story.
One?
A
Okay.
single
A
news.
single news.
There is
Single news
one
story.
news.
It's been
That
sparse for
branched.
news.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have a little more
we have
for
2
today.
things that we can talk
No,
about.
we have
pretty
3. We have 3.
Well. Okay. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So I think honestly, I think that's a little more or about the same amount as we've had.
Should we wait for Greg for the direct one because he said he wanted it?
Yeah, let's wait for Greg.
on that.
Yep. So you can.
Let's
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 start.
get the Persona out of the way first.
All right, so Persona 5 got what was it? A 39 out of 40
Yeah,
by
on
Famitsu. Wow.
Fami2, and I'm pretty sure how many of us have pre-ordered or plan on pre-ordering 5? Because
I'm not gonna-
I'm not gonna
Not
pre-order
it.
I won't pre-order anything anymore.
Yep.
Oh. Well, I pre-ordered the Take Your Heart edition, and Persona
I don't pre-order.
is one of my all-time favorite series, and by series I mean 3 and 4. But regardless, Persona 3 and 4 are 2 of my favorite games of all time. I consider them to be my favorite JRPGs, second only to Earthbound. So like, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this game.
You can import it right
learned
now
my
if you really
lesson
like
real
to.
quick after
I don't have a
pre-ordering
PS4.
No Man's Sky.
Luckily, the club does.
No Man's Sky kind of fucked everyone in the ass, so
Kinda.
Kinda.
yeah, you know what? I'm still healing.
Did it fuck you gently with a chainsaw?
No! Not even gently. Fuck No Man's Sky.
I love
Honestly.
that
Oh
quote.
my god. It's so bad. What happened? What happened?
The
They lied
internet.
to us.
Greg.
Hey, Greg.
I'm really upset. I'm never pre-ordering a game again. Lesson learned.
Just
What about
pre-order.
Good night,
Persona?
sweet
Shit.
prince.
Pre-ordering is bad.
We were talking about Persona.
The only games
Yeah.
that I
Yeah,
pre-order
I hate
lately
Persona.
are ones that I'm like really confident that I'm gonna like. Like
Yeah.
Persona 5, you know, like I said, 3 and 4, 2 of my all-time favorite games. It got a 39 out of 40 on Fami2. Right now I have the BioShock collection pre-order because BioShock 1 and Infinite are my favorite
Well, yeah,
games
you
of
know
all
what you're
time.
getting.
You
with
can't
BioShock
mess
because
those
they've
games
all
up.
No, you
been
totally
out.
could. You could like break the ports of
and
them.
Pokemon-
That's
yeah,
happened
they-
time and time
Oh,
again.
yeah, that's
Just
true.
look at Zone of the Enders.
No, I think you mean look at Silent Hill.
I don't-
look at Silent Hill.
Yeah, look at every remaster. What the
Silent
hell?
Hill has an excuse of the games just being horrible to port over.
going
Zone
on?
of the Enders doesn't have
You
that
know
excuse.
why? You know why they're horrible?
Silent Hill.
Okay, let me tell you. Okay, quick history lesson from your resident Silent Hill fan.
But I'm a social
Your
major.
resident.
Okay, so
Hill.
what happened with the Silent Hill HD port is that after Silent Hill 4 The Room came out, Team Silent, which is the dev team that made Silent Hill, they were disbanded, suffice to say. They were no more. And fast forward a couple years, you know, most of the Silent Hill games we're getting now are really shitty, so they decide, okay, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna go on this trend of, you know, putting a collection out with the main series. And Team Silent, when they disbanded, they took a lot of their files with them.
Oh.
So about half of Silent Hill, the HD collection, particularly on the PS3, was made from the ground up, which is why it's often said, and I agree with this completely, that the PS3 version actually looks much worse than the PS2 versions because the budget just wasn't there. They had to do a lot of it from the ground up. My favorite thing to talk about when I talk about the quality of the the Silent Hill HD collection is that in Silent Hill 2, you could walk to the sign that says "Welcome to Silent Hill," And in the PS2 version, it's your standard, serif font. It's like Times New Roman or something like that. And in the PS3 version, it's in comic goddamn motherfucking sans.
Who decided this in a Silent Hill game?
Why would they
idiot.
name that font?
And
Comic goddamn motherfucking sans.
and
Might as well.
another very notable glitch that happens in it, or happened, I should say, past tense, is the notorious Blue Heather. The protagonist is Silent Hill 3. Her name is Heather, and according to the dev team who worked on the Silent Hill HD collection up until just before release, from the beginning of their time working on it to just before release, they couldn't know. They didn't figure out why. They don't know how they fixed it. It just happened. Heather was blue. Heather was just a blue sprite.
Incredible.
They don't know how it happened. They don't know how they fixed it, but it's referred to as the Blue Heather glitch. Nobody knows how it happened. Nobody knows why. Nobody knows how it got fixed, but it happened.
Long story short, Konami happened.
Longer story short, never ever pre-order games.
Just don't.
Pre-order albums,
Like-
like musical albums.
Not
That's
even
some good
that.
shit.
Just don't pre-order anything.
Just don't pre-order stuff.
Unless it's gonna run out, there's no reason.
Yeah.
Like the Take Your Heart edition of Persona 5. It's an Atlas
Or like
game.
Fire
If you
Emblem
wait
did.
10 minutes, it's gone.
I mean, I will advocate for pre-ordering albums. Because, generally with a music artist, you know what you're getting.
And not to
I
mention,
don't.
it's also
I'm very
generally
picky with my
easier
music,
to return
so
it.
I can't do that.
It's still in
I
stock.
don't buy albums.
Is it really?
Yeah.
There were a couple GameStops near me that ran out pretty
I just
quick.
have nothing to play them on.
Yeah.
And I
There's
know
no
I was
point
talking
in
to
me buying
Jane
them.
earlier about it, and
Yep.
they
There
said
are-
that it ran out pretty quick, too.
There are only 2 albums I've pre-ordered. One because it was a limited edition, one because I cannot stop listening to the 3 songs that they've released already. If you look at my Spotify, it's pretty embarrassing, actually. It's just like Bastille, 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 maybe Perturbator, Bastille, 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 Bastille.
By any chance, are you a Bastille fan?
No,
Are you a Bastille fan?
Brazil.
I'm pretty much a groupie at this
Do you
point,
like
except I
Basil?
don't travel.
It's okay, Deanna. I really like French history, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's sit
Wait,
down
what
and
does
talk
that
about
have to
the
do
French
with traveling?
Revolution.
That's my favorite time.
Yeah.
groupies travel with the band, don't they?
But what does that have to do with France?
The Bastille,
Oh, okay.
like the Bastille.
I'm trying to think of like a connection between French and
Lost
groupie,
Bestie.
and nothing was coming to me.
Yo,
But
but
yeah.
have you guys ever met groupies?
Wild World is gonna
No.
be great.
No.
I don't like people
Anyway.
or concerts. They're
I've
loud.
never met
That's a
somebody who considers himself a groupie.
Yeah, I've also never been in a situation where I would be meeting groupies.
That's
Like,
true. I haven't either.
Like there might be hey, oh, I saw a groupie. I saw them fawning over of a famous person, but I can't be like, oh, hi, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm a groupie.
I mean, my
have met
friend does that, but
I
she
have-
doesn't identify as a groupie.
I have met one
Did you just
self-identified groupie, and it was last year. This is gonna be really embarrassing. My friend Julia and I, we're trash. We went to a Frank Iero concert. And for those of you who don't know who Frank
don't know
Iero
who
is,
that
I don't know what that is.
Not even close.
he's from My Chemical Romance.
So he's not Gerard Way.
He's the one who's not Gerard Way or Mikey. Anyway, Mikey's Gerard's brother. Come on.
I thought they were just Gerard Way and
He's the guy who does
Gerard.
the
Anyway,
comics?
And so Julia, she absolutely loves Frank and MCR much more than I do, but I still love MCR. I'll admit it. But we got there 4 hours early, and we thought we were going to be the first people there because it's Oklahoma, it's hot as hell, and there was this. I don't want to sound rude, but she looked like she hadn't showered in 2 months.
Oh.
No, that's how I always imagine groupies. Is just scrunchy.
Okay, literally imagine if
Scrunchy.
someone who hadn't showered in 2 months walked into a Hot Topic with $100, and
That's the opposite of hip hop groupies, where they're extremely clean and groomed.
Yeah.
but
I just hate that.
and she was just sitting there, and she was like, "Are you here for Frank?" And we were like, "Oh yeah, this is our first Frank concert." And she was like, "I've been on every show during this whole tour." And we were sitting there just
Kennedy's
minding
fucking selling the role right now.
And,
She's role playing.
And we were just sitting there minding our own business. Julia was on her phone, I was playing Final Fantasy on mine, and this chick, she just keeps looking at us because for a long time, the 3 of us are the only people in line. And she's just like, "Did you know this really obscure fact about Frank? Did you know that his favorite pie on Tuesdays is raspberry? Raspberry?
Oh, God damn it!
Did you know?
We came back!
Did you know that earlier this day, Frank Iero blinked at exactly 3:29 in the morning, and we were just like
In the morning?
He woke up and was like,
And we were just sitting there nodding, trying to be polite.
I feel like
And we get to the concert. Finally, she does this until, more people get in line, and then she starts doing it to other people. We finally get in the concert, and me and Julia, we make a beeline for the stage, trying to get really up close. And this bitch,
oh my god,
gets directly in front of us. Directly in front of us. Like,
She earned
she
it.
sees
yeah, she
us
fucking
coming.
earned it. You guys waited in line for a day. She waited in line for a year.
But, she intersects us. And suddenly, 50 other people show up, and suddenly we're in, the third or fourth row. And we're just sitting there, looking at each other, how did that happen?
sometimes you just gotta accept it.
Yeah, right? Like, if it means that much, I'd be like, fine, I'll take the third row.
Yeah.
And Kennedy,
You
third
need
or
this
fourth
more
row
than
is
I
nice
do.
because
Yeah,
I don't
right?
like to sit like this.
Oh, no, it's
Yeah, that
nice,
too.
don't get me wrong, but, I just remember us standing there
Who the fuck?
she doesn't look like she can move that fast. Look at her shoes. Those are some tall-ass platforms.
Oh god, no.
how's this happening?
Flashback to this morning.
Flashback to Hot
Oh,
Topic
God.
circa 10 years ago.
Pat and
Flashback
Lou
to
Jane and I just
2006.
looked at Dolls Kill shoes and judged all of them.
Oh, okay.
So now that Greg is in
so
the
yes,
room,
take us to news quickly because we have news and then a question.
A question.
A question.
Last
A
Wednesday.
very important one.
Let's try to not get sidetracked for the 5th time.
Yeah, right.
Last
Sorry.
Wednesday, about 12 hours after we recorded a podcast, Nintendo decided to have a direct.
Yep.
and Mother 3 wasn't confirmed.
Poor timing.
So
on
it
it.
was trash.
such
I will
surprise.
run down the list of things that were announced. They announced a new Pikmin game for the Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
That seems to be getting a lot of
specifically.
backlash.
And
People are
it's
petitioning to
yeah.
just shut it down.
and it's like a 2D
because
side
nobody
scroller.
wants people to make games.
Well, yeah. Welcome to
Yeah.
You tried
any
some.
creative pursuit.
You
It
tried
seems super
something
weird.
different. How dare you?
Yeah, but this is like
I think it looks adorable
It's
and
like
it
a-
should come out.
it's
I mean,
like
I've never played a
cheap
Pikmin
different.
game. I think it looks cute, but
I mean,
I'm also not a Pikmin
I never
fan.
liked Pikmin in the first place. I
No.
honestly don't think the games are that good.
I'm not a big fan of Pikmin like at all.
But like to me, it just looked like it's like the exact same thing but 2D.
Yeah.
Like this
So-
doesn't insult me the way Blast Ball did, but but on the same hand, like this is so. Greg, you didn't watch the direct. It's a Pikmin platformer, and like you'll just throw the Pikmin and they'll like solve puzzles for you,
Yes.
And you can throw them into fire.
and you can throw them into fire. This is what I gathered.
Yeah, the red ones because they're fire Pikmin.
Man, I don't see
No,
what
the other
problem
ones, and you
is.
kill them.
Oh.
Pikmin 3 just came out a couple years ago. I
The
don't know
Wii
why
U
people were
launcher.
expecting like.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Pikmin 4.
I think it's fine that like we're getting a 2D one.
Yeah.
I like that Nintendo takes time with their sort of like main
Yeah.
series of games.
Yes.
And they're not like Assassin's Creed and they come
No,
out
yeah.
literally every year.
Yeah.
It just seems super strange. Maybe it's because they don't have many other properties they can use
Work with.
right now. Like, because, Nintendo has a small list and they just rotate through. So maybe they just want to try something new with Pikmin.
Alright.
But people
They're
don't seem
probably
to.
also trying to save a lot of their effort for the NX.
Absolutely. They're trying to put as little.
Like, it's supposed to come out next year.
March, yeah.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
little cost
So-
and effort as possible into their consoles that have massive user bases. But oh well. And then a few things about the Zelda 30th anniversary. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword is now available on eShop for Wii U.
Will Wii U eShop be on NX?
Fuck
Maybe.
if I know. I don't even know what the NX is. No one does.
I hope so because I don't want to buy the Wii U to play Skyward Sword and then buy the NX like a few months later.
But you have a Wii
You can
already.
just play Skyward Sword on your
It's,
Wii.
it's not
I think
different.
I think the disc thing is broken. I cleaned it out. I haven't turned it on yet.
Well,
so I don't know.
it's certainly cheaper to get a
Oh,
Wii.
is Kennedy locked out?
Kennedy locked herself out of the room.
I need to replay through Skyward Sword.
Um,
Unpopular opinion, it's one of the best Zelda games. Everyone
Is
just
it-
fucking
I
attack
wouldn't
me
say
on
that.
Twitter.
Please not spark
Is
this
it
conversation.
unpopular? It's always just been kind of polarizing.
Which Zelda
I've-
game?
Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword. Unpopular opinion, it is my second favorite Zelda game right behind
Well,
Majora's
okay.
Mask.
Well, that's not. Yeah, but that's not like unpopular. That's your
It's
opinion.
great.
You know,
It's great. Go home, everybody. Attack me on Twitter at nerd.
I
feel like
think
like a
it's
50-50
perfectly
split
good. I
between
don't.
people who say it's good and bad.
I don't really understand like the whole like hatred for the motion controls. It worked really fine for me.
Yeah.
And so like I definitely wouldn't say it's one of the best Zelda games, but like I really don't understand like the violent hatred that lots of people have for it.
Yeah.
It's not, again, not my thing.
Yeah.
And they're releasing 4 special amiibos. They're releasing an 8-bit Link, which looks absolutely
He has a
atrocious.
nose.
Yeah, look
He
at
has a
that.
fucking nose.
It's a nugget. It's a nugget.
Like the 8-bit
Why did
Mario
they give
had
him
a
a
really
nose?
cute charm to it.
Yeah,
Zelda
they do.
just looks gross.
Yeah, it's because it doesn't look like Zelda.
Link.
You know,
You're right. It looks like a lot like Link.
It doesn't look like Link either.
Like Link.
It doesn't look like fucking Legend of Zelda. The Mario one is like literally like, oh, this is the spray from the
like,
game.
I could have seen if they did it like top down.
Yeah.
Maybe like
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, but we always
no,
picture
like, is it
him
just
without a
one
nose
block?
because
Yeah.
that's what we have.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't give him a nose.
yeah.
The Powerpuff Girls.
There's just a gap. There's just a hole where his nose.
No,
is.
just give him a
Was
flat
it like a
fucking
snowman
chibi
when you
face.
pull the carrot out and there's just a gaping
Just a
hole?
hole.
That reminds me of an episode of a
Void.
TV show I watched.
Was it Jack Frost?
No, it's the Nick. Someone got syphilis and their nose fell off.
Oh!
Okay, gaming news.
Just like real life.
They're releasing a 2-pack of Zelda amiibo. They're Wind Waker inspired one. There's a Toon Link and a Toon Zelda one.
That's adorable.
And
Oh,
yeah,
they do too.
I'm probably gonna get
And,
they're
and
really
Link
cute.
points at her boobs.
yeah. Link
Yeah.
has his wand and it's pointing directly at Zelda's boobs, which I find hilarious.
But tell everybody about the most important amiibos.
The
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten there.
We still have to talk about the
But
the Ocarina of Time amiibo. Which one are you talking
No,
about?
you were mentioning all the amiibos earlier, so I thought we were just going to do that in one fell swoop. But
Nah, I'm going
say
through
it
all
when,
of them.
I'll say it when you get to it.
Yeah, and then they restated that the Nintendo NES, the NES Classic Edition, is launching in November.
Yep, I'll be more excited when it's an SNES.
And they don't put Earthbound on it
No.
because it didn't sell.
You know, honestly, even if they didn't put Earthbound on it, I mean, if they put Earthbound on it, that would be the icing on the cake. But there's enough good games on the SNES that I'd get it anyway if it
It's
were a
also
good
probably
price.
too big of a game for a plug-and-play system.
Probably. Yeah, it's like a.
Oh, yes.
It's a really
That's
long
very
game.
true.
It's a really long game.
Yeah. In fact, most of the games I like on the SNES.
It's a plug and play. You have to plug in another part to it.
You have to plug in the cartridge. It's just a new SNES.
I mean, the world of plug-and-play games has advanced quite a bit, so I'm pretty sure we'd be able to fit Earthbound on it.
no, like I think we meant lengthwise, not size-wise. It's like fucking 5 megabytes. We're talking about like-
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Fun fact.
Oh my God.
The length of Earthbound, or rather the size, I should say, is one of the bajillions of complications it had in development, and just another one of the... But you know what?
We're getting sidetracked again.
I can make an entirely separate rant about the complete history of Earthbound. Keep going.
Please
Can you
do.
please?
Mario Sports Superstars. It's a.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-in-1 sports Mario game.
Yeah.
That doesn't have Sonic in
It
it.
doesn't have Sonic in it, so it's immediately better.
Yeah.
The game has baseball, tennis, golf, horse racing, and 11-on-11 soccer games.
Wait,
I am so ready.
It's just a weird ass
Oh,
number.
11 on 11.
Are there 11 players on a team in soccer? Is that
Yes.
is that a
Are
number?
there? It's full team on full team.
Okay.
So are there 10 people kicking and one being goalie person?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I
okay.
want to
Standard
try to get
soccer
22 people in a room and play that.
I don't think I even
Oh,
know
making
22
friends.
other
That
people who
sounds
play
very
video games.
I don't think I own. Yeah.
Is it download play?
I don't think I have 20
If it's
Go
download
ahead.
play, then it'd be super fucking
Yeah,
easy.
I
If
really
not,
hope
then-
it's download play
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they've done that with a lot of like Mario
Yeah.
Party games.
I mean,
in
they
the
can't
past.
expect like 22 people to get in a room with all the controllers like plugged in. I don't even know how, and be like, okay, let's play some soccer.
Do you know who we're dealing with?
We need 22 game
That's
Nintendo entirely would expect that.
you know what?
Anyway.
So
You're not
Greg,
wrong.
this one, I have a question for you in this one. Super Mario Maker for the Nintendo 3DS has been announced.
Oh yeah.
And I have a question for you.
Yes.
When you make a level in Mario Maker, what do you do with it after that?
You make another one.
No. What do you do with that level? Like you're sitting, you're done making that level. What
Yeah.
What do you do next?
You make another one.
No. What do you do with that level specifically?
You play it.
No, like after you play, you finish the level, it's done. What are you doing?
I stop playing.
No.
You're trying to lead me somewhere, and I'm not taking the bait. You upload it.
You upload it. Want me to tell you a fantastic thing you can't do in this new one?
Proud, Greg.
Whoa.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, color me
No, that
shocked
audio
if you
clip
can't
like
upload it.
Can't upload them.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
really
that's
so-
stupid.
So this is a Mario Maker game in which you create levels and you cannot put online.
It's only local.
It's all and you can share via Street Pass.
Bullshit.
You cannot.
Pretty okay.
That's horrible.
No, it's not.
That's fucking
No, it's
horrible.
not.
You
I
cannot.
haven't spent more than 10 minutes in Mario Maker.
As somebody who spent over 300 hours in it, that's horrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't take level codes from the Wii U version
Yeah.
and play those levels online.
Yeah, that's shitty. But like the Street Pass thing is kind of
I wouldn't even mind
but
if you
Best
could
thing
use
is
the
cool,
Wii
but like
It's
that's
cool.
really the only way you can spread it.
Yeah, it's like it's cool, but at the same time, if there's a specific level I want to play online, like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm lacking
It's
now in
not-
the experience. Why would I get it on the 3DS when
Yeah.
I could get it on the Wii U? And
I mean,
get the
Exactly.
You don't
good
have a Wii
experience?
U.
But
And then,
well,
and
I
then you're
mean,
like,
shafting people that don't have a Wii U.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah, that's-
Mario Maker has the potential to be a fantastic game on handheld,
Absolutely.
and they just
Oh, yeah.
did it wrong.
Like these are basic. So like Mario Maker is a genre called like play, create, share,
yeah,
and like you can't play levels online.
Yeah,
You can create levels, but then you can't share
you
them.
can't share them.
effectively.
yeah.
You can't share them
You have
to
to
more
be
than
on
like the two
in-person.
people who own the game, your friends who own the game.
Like
So like,
and-
I don't know more than 2 people who are gonna get this game.
And you know,
I'm
And-
probably gonna get it.
Yeah,
And you know-
we'll see what happens. In
you can
December.
share with Monica
and you know what comes
Andres
to
and
mind
Rich.
to me that's going to be a problem for this is the same problem that I had with Pokemon Go when it first came out. People who live
Yep.
in rural areas where there's like nobody for miles, or it's just an unwise or impossible thing to walk around places.
Yeah.
It's like you're stuck. Now you
Yeah.
can't do anything, and you miss such a large amount of the experience.
Yeah, that's
I was
also
thinking of you, Kennedy.
Huh?
That I made that argument the other day.
that's
Oh,
also
you
a
got me, Sid.
That's also a free-to-play mobile game, not a $40 3DS
Yeah.
title.
Yeah.
Still,
At least with
my
Pokemon
point
Go,
still
you
remains.
don't feel bad about like wasting your money on something and not being able to enjoy it.
Unless
Yeah.
you bought a lot of incubators.
Unless you make bad
That's-
decisions
Yeah,
and buy
that's your own
everything.
fucking fault. I can't do much about that.
What
Um,
you do.
Have we discussed how broken Pokemon Go is? No. Okay.
Yeah, we
Okay,
have
but you
plenty
can't-
of time.
You can't want your money back from a free product.
That's
Yeah.
true.
yeah.
You just delete it and move on with your life.
Yeah.
With this one, they're offering a substantially cut down version. Like, cut down in ways that shouldn't be cut down. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, if you were to make a mobile 3DS Mario Maker game, I think the first thing you cut 100% of the time is 100 Man.
Oh yeah.
Like, you cut that immediately.
Yeah.
That's not a necessary
You don't
function
need that.
for
Especially
a handheld
if you're-
version of it, for a companion
If you
version of...
if you're not going to be able to play stages online, how would 100 Man even work?
Yeah. So that you can still pull the levels from 100 Man, but you can't look up other levels with codes.
That's
so then
fucking
how does
shitty.
100 Man work? Because like you can skip levels.
You can skip levels.
and that will just generate another one.
It'll
Are
just-
they just gonna have like a stockpile of like 20 levels for you to play?
They're gonna take online levels and you can play them, but you can't search for
So
other
you
levels.
have to be connected to Wi-Fi
yeah,
to
you have
play.
to, yeah, you have to be connected to Wi-Fi
So you
constantly
have to be
for 100
connected to a Wi-Fi connection to
So
play
we
this
can't
game
play in
anyway.
Suffolk anyway.
Yeah, so we can't play at school
and,
anyway.
and not only that, but if you're connected to a Wi-Fi connection, you're obviously not really playing it on the go because most outside Wi-Fi is horrible, and you probably wouldn't want
Yeah.
to use it
So
anyway.
most of it
So
is
you're
just-
playing it in your house where you might have a Wii U with the game anyway.
With a much better version of
With
it.
a much better version.
With the seemingly much better version, because they know yet.
This is awful. Can we move on?
Yep.
This is clear. It's for that one guy who has a 3DS and not the Wii U and loves. He really wanted a Mario Maker, but
And
just
has
can't
friends.
get that
I think
one.
we know that person with all the 3DS games.
It's me.
I was thinking Monica,
Yeah, I
who
was
has
thinking-
every 3DS
Considering
game.
Monica
But
was
doesn't-
willing to like go to the ends of the earth in that argument the
Yeah.
other day.
I was just talking about Mario
said
Maker.
I didn't enjoy games.
Yeah, and she ended up saying people who enjoy online games are trash or something. It was a horrible argument.
She said people who can't enjoy games on their own don't know how to have fun.
I'm just saying Monica has the best
low
3DS
Yeah, and I was like,
collection ever.
I would have
Yeah,
had a lot
this
more
ga-
fun
this-
had I known internet
this
existed.
game's totally for her, but
Other people who vehemently
missed
love
this
the
argument.
3DS.
yeah, I realize I'm not their target audience
in the
for
BGA
this,
chat.
but
Yeah.
Oh.
you know,
Uh,
Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yes.
So
yes.
another
yes.
brand new game coming out to 3DS
I'm
this
excited.
winter
I'm excited
Is-
for this
You know,
one.
is
when I-
Woolly World that also came out last
You know,
year.
when I played Woolly World for the first
I'm
time, I
hyped for it.
immediately
Yeah.
thought that it was a game that would have worked really well on the 3DS. Like,
Yeah.
there was no
Yeah.
reason for it to be on the Wii U rather than the Wii U and the 3DS or just the 3DS, so I'm really happy that they decided to do
Oh, yeah.
this. But
Yeah.
you know what makes me
Yeah.
even happier?
What?
The Poochie Amiibo!
yeah.
Yeah, the
But you
Poochie
can-
Amiibo is
the
so
Peach-
cute.
I
But you
will
can
pre-order
pre-order.
10.
I'm pre-ordering that, and
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get Mega Yarn Yoshi too. Because I don't know how to. spell
Like
it.
it doesn't really. I'm not really mad that they're making this game for 3DS. I'm mad that
It
they're
should have
calling
been a
this.
3DS game from the
No,
start.
I'm mad that they're calling this their 2017 library. Like they have
They're
games for the 3DS.
It's all just old games.
and and the two main ones that they talked about were Woolly World and Mario Maker.
yeah.
Yeah.
which came out
Which
already.
seems
Here's our
super
new games
weird.
for 2017. The games you've already bought last year.
Yeah, like I
Please
realized
don't make
that
Kirby and the Rainbow Curse for 3D.
Now, can someone remind me when the 3DS port of Woolly World is supposed to be out?
February 3rd.
Oh, that is dangerously close to Persona.
That's very close to my birthday.
Well, luckily this game's like 10 minutes, so you can do it.
Well, I mean, I've already played it a lot, so I'm sure
Yeah.
that if I got it, like, one, I can just
Yeah.
take my time because I've already played it, and two,
Yeah.
because I've already played it, I could beat it
Yeah.
pretty quick, but
And then they
it's a
announced,
fun game. It's very chill, and it's the cutest game I've ever played.
Yeah.
Those are all their like first party things. They did announce a new update for Animal Crossing New Leaf
Yeah, for amiibo support.
for Amiibo support.
I'm really excited about that because that means I get to put another 500 hours into Animal Crossing New Leaf.
How many hours have you put into New Leaf?
500 at least.
You sounded so soulless saying that.
You know, you just gotta look at yourself sometimes in the mirror and think, I'm here forever.
I'm here forever until I'm not here.
And forever in Animal Crossing New Leaf is not a bad time.
What about if they make a new Animal Crossing?
I'm on board.
Are you sure?
What if they
I
just
sold-
call it Leaf?
Leaf.
Leaf
Animal.
Green.
Newer Leaf.
Animal Crossing Leaf Green.
Um,
Yeah, with Pokemon villagers.
Yeah.
There wasn't any other major news.
that's all the important things.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm surprised they didn't. Well, it was a 3DS Direct, but I'm surprised they didn't say anything about the Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem and other
Mobile games.
mobile games
yeah.
coming this fall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm surprised they didn't say anything about?
Mother 3.
Mother 3!
Okay.
Guess who else
Really
isn't?
surprised.
Yeah, right?
Like, do you honestly think Nintendo cares?
I can hold out for hope.
Okay.
It's the 10th. It's still the 10th anniversary for another 3 months. I can hope.
Alrighty.
It's coming from
So we have a question.
Is that all for
week.
news?
Oh no, the Pokemon
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, the
stuff.
Pokemon
Pokemon
thing.
stuff.
But that's.
Can we all
that
just
should be
agree
great.
it looks hype as hell?
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know what to
I have
think
a
about
question
the
here.
12-hour
I totally
difference
saw
though.
it.
I legitimately
same.
am confused because it's is that just gonna mean that I'm gonna be playing this
If it's-
game at 4 p.m. It's gonna be 4 a.m.
If
and
it's-
vice versa?
If it's noon in sun, if it's noon where you are, it's noon in sun. If
But,
it's noon where
like-
you are, it's midnight in moon.
So the time is still gonna keep going. It's just 12 hours apart.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
When it's day in sun, it's night in moon, and when it's day in moon, it's night in sun.
That's the
But
gimmick.
Okay.
you could just change the timer
Yeah,
in
you
your
could
settings.
very
You can just
easily.
swap out your 3DS
Yeah.
clock.
If you really want to play in the daytime that much, you could just change your
I mean, I did
settings
that a
for moon.
lot in Diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we can all just agree that Pokemon looks hype as hell.
Yep. That's one I'll be
I
getting.
totally
Yeah.
sorry.
Shall
Thanks,
I
Matt.
read the question?
Yes,
Read the question.
We have-
and then we'll
we
do
have-
it real quick because this is bordering on an hour now.
Yeah.
We have
Okay.
Shit.
a question from the one and only Colin W. Barry.
W.
Via Facebook.
W.
Yes.
Barry.
What is a game you'd like to see turned into a movie, and what is a movie you'd like to see turned into a game?
I already
Ratchet
know.
and Clank.
Okay, let me tell you, I have such a complicated
Warcraft.
relationship with
already
this.
I
I would love
I know.
to see a properly done Silent Hill movie. I know that there's already 2 out, and I mean, as standalone movies, I think they're decent. Good in some respects, the visuals are breathtaking.
Yeah.
But
I really like
want to
that
see, I want to see a really true adaptation of Silent Hill 2 in particular, because the movies that are out were meant to be summary movies of 1 and 3, because that's an entirely separate plot line from 2. So I'd like to see just a really well adapted version of 2, because the Silent Hill games, if you ever play them, they're begging. They are begging to be turned into movies.
I mean,
Everything
kinda, I don't really agree all that much because the one thing I'm 100% I think I personally prefer video games over movies in general, but the one thing I can 100% definitely say that movies do 100% better than movies, no matter what.
Movies do better than movies?
You know what I meant.
I actually
You
did.
got me there, Greg. You got me
The
there.
thing that games do 100% better than film is horror.
Absolutely.
Because
There's no doubt about that.
and especially with Silent Hill, I feel like Silent Hill is the masterwork of that concept, and I feel like that's a very personal horror type experience, and I don't really know if they could capture that in a film, and they tried twice and failed both times in that regard, at least.
Well, the thing with Silent Hill and why I think it would work in a movie, but only if it were really well done, because keep again in mind with the first and the second movies is that there were a lot of creative liberties taken, as you have to do. When you have to condense a 12-hour game into an hour and a half, obviously. But the thing with Silent Hill though is that literally the first 4 games at the very least are made to be like interactive horror movies. That's why they have a realistic art style. That's why you see a lot of dynamic camera angles. They were games that were made with the intention of feeling like a horror movie. And I'll agree with you 100%. I love horror movies. It's my favorite genre. Horror works much better in movies than it does in games. All the time. But with Silent Hill,
I was saying the other way around.
Oh, well,
I prefer horror in video games than I do in movies.
I prefer movies, but at least as far as horror goes. But my point is, Silent Hill is something that was based around the thought of being a horror movie. There aren't, it feels like it would be right. Yeah. It feels like it would be right, and I can't say that about any other game that I know about that was. Well, I mean, I can think of plenty of games that may as well be movies because there's just no gameplay to the moon. But
Beyond Two Souls.
But that's enough with that. I love Silent Hill.
Yeah, that's a great game.
I feel like if you were to make Silent Hill into a movie,
if it had the right team.
If it had the right, obviously if it had all the right stuff, but I feel like you'd have to take some creative liberties anyway, especially with like how it's presented. I feel like a Silent Hill movie would honestly, like if you were going for like the true atmosphere of the original games, should be done in more like a Blair Witch Project kind of style.
Absolutely, that would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Can we call it The Silent Hills Have Eyes?
Let's not
I hate that movie!
I don't know what the movie's about.
just like-
It's
I've
about
never seen
bullshit!
I love bullshit.
Bullshit!
This is a tender subject. A game that I would like to see put into a movie is Doom 4, the one that just came out.
Doom 4.
Make
Doom
it just
4.
like a big dumb action movie.
Hell fucking yeah!
They did make Doom movies, right? With The Rock.
They made
Yeah,
one.
Yeah,
they had this
did.
amazing, the fucking climax of the movie where it goes into first person at the end.
Yeah. I think I saw that
I wanna
movie
see
like
it.
when I was a youngin'.
It's
awful.
It's so fun to turn your brain off with that movie. It's
I wanna
like,
see it.
It's
Garbage.
so
I love
garbage.
it
I
so much.
love it.
I watched Akira for the first time recently, and that is not a brain turn off movie.
No, it's not.
I made that mistake. So I want to watch it again. Also, a movie that I'd like to see turned into a game. I want to see Crimson Peak done as like a point and click Nancy Drew type of game.
Yeah.
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 That could work.
You guys can't
Because-
see this, but there's a lot of nodding going on.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, quite, yes, quite.
I fucking love Crimson Peak. Oh my god, I love it so much.
I can-
Fuck.
That's like the one Guillermo del Toro movie I haven't seen.
Oh, you need to watch it.
I do need to watch
You need
it.
to watch it. I was talking about, like, with my mom, just how 2015 was a fucking lit-ass year for movies.
Yeah, Minions. Oh.
No, because you had
Was that
Mad
20
Max,
minutes?
Fury Road, you had Ex Machina,
Keep going. You haven't said Minions yet. I'm a little
you
disappointed.
had Crimson Peak.
It's the end of the list.
It's the end of, save the best for last, right?
Yeah.
Minions.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Didn't Age of Ultron come out last year? No, wait,
Fuck
no,
Age of
that's...
Ultron.
That movie was whatever.
We don't need to talk about it.
I thought it was good. Not
Yeah, I
great,
didn't see it
but...
because I fell off of
Yeah, it's good, but it's not worth mentioning.
It's no
but I'm
Minions.
trying to remember anything about last year because now you guys got me thinking about movies that came out in 2015. I'm like, shit, was that 14 or 15?
Did
I don't
Birdman
actually
come out in
remember.
2015?
14.
No, there was
14.
earlier.
Still haven't
Okay.
seen that.
You wouldn't
You-
like
You
it.
fucking hate this.
Yeah, you wouldn't like
It's
it, Pat.
very artsy.
Yeah.
It's an
I love
artsy,
it
dark
because
comedy.
I'm
I
trash.
fucking loved
but-
it.
It's
It was
Oscar
great.
bait.
I'm pretty sure I was the only person
Oh,
that
and I
laughed
picked it
at
up.
when he just started flying.
No, I
towards
did
the-
too.
Everyone's.
I did too. Okay. I don't remember who
Oh,
I was
man,
sitting
that
next
was
to,
so
but it was just
good.
a burst of
It
laughter.
was probably
Yeah.
Deanna.
I don't think it was Deanna.
No, I think. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure I laughed for like a considerable amount longer than other people.
I think I heard you though.
Like I was dying.
I
for
just
so
think I
long.
remember you
Seagull me.
laughing, and that
I
made
have
me
a very
giggle.
distinct laugh.
Yeah, that's why I remember it, and I remember that made me start giggling.
Yeah.
but-
Aw.
Hackers.
Movie's fucking great.
I want to see Hackers as a point and click video game too.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
not
that's
say this.
What did he say? Oh,
We can't hear you.
Wait,
He's taking a
we'll go
Watch
back
a
real
picture
quick.
of us.
Hey. Thumbs up? I don't thumbs up. What's up?
All right.
Looking at-
sorry for that interruption.
Good.
A movie, a video game that I'd like to see turned into a movie. A very like odd movie genre that I really like is westerners. So
Ooh.
I would love to see a Red Dead movie.
Oh.
I want to see just a McCree movie.
Fuck McCree, man.
I wanna
Why
see
is he even a
McCree.
cowboy? It's the future.
John Marston is so much better.
The best part is that like he grew up in Deadlock, which is a biker gang, and he just decided cowboy.
Exactly. You know what? Ever since I was a wee lad, I used to watch that motherfucker.
I love McCree so much.
McCree ain't got shit on John Marston.
But I like John
John Marston sucks.
No, he doesn't.
You just said McCree ain't got shit on John Marston.
John Marston ain't got shit on McCree. McCree's fucking.
McCree literally is like garbage John Marston.
Yeah, exactly.
He looks like him too.
Yeah, he looks.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's got a robot arm.
You're not wrong.
He's got a robot arm! I was pounding my chest a lot.
And he's got a like super. Oh man, McCree's great.
I love robots! I love cyborgs!
Beep boop.
Yeah, it's like I like Red
I
Dead.
hate Bastion.
I love Red Dead Redemption
Fuck Bastion.
actually, but the thing is, it's like wow, this is a great western, and like to see it as a movie, I'd be like, oh yeah,
This is a western.
Yeah, this is a western, you know. So like I don't know what it would do that would like outside of the. I guess they could just do the same ending, which will always make me cry. I guess he could just
Super
do
good
that
ending.
again. But I can't really think of a game or a movie that I want to play as a game. I kept thinking of like dumb like Godzilla. Like I was thinking Pacific Rim or like Godzilla. I'm like those are already pretty much games.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be anything new.
Nope.
I was thinking Edge of Tomorrow. That might be kind of interesting, like a third-person action game.
I guess,
where you just,
yeah.
like, where you just like die and then just like that's fine.
Like a die and retry type of game?
What does that sound like? Oh, a game where you third-person action game where you die and then it doesn't really matter.
Wow, Zach.
A lot of them.
What is it? Is
This is called Dark Souls.
What is Dark Souls? I've never heard of it.
Oh wow, let me tell you.
Please
about
don't
it.
make any more Dark Souls jokes. You have been doing this podcast all summer with him.
Alright,
Any others?
I got a couple.
I have
I
eight.
like
For a
it.
movie turned into game, a Mad Max kart racer. Mario
yes.
Kart style, but it's Mad Max.
So it's like
I feel like CTR style would work better.
So are
want
their
it.
power-ups just like dehydration?
Yeah.
And yeah,
Dehydration, flamethrowers.
power-ups are just debuffs for your opponents.
yeah, it's like
If you're a Morton Joe, you just
it's
win.
like, it's like
in
it's
the
like
end.
Twisted
Yeah.
Metal, but you actually are racing.
Yeah.
So or we could just straight up make a Twisted Metal Mad Max.
Yeah, you
version.
could also make Twisted Metal Mad Max. And for games turned into movies, I have two.
Ooh.
Both big dumb action movies.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course they are.
Is it
Yeah.
Mega Man related?
No, as a matter of fact.
Is it mech related?
No.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay.
Is
Say it
it
ain't
fighting
so.
related?
Is it anime related?
Oh,
Maybe?
Is it fighting related?
everything's
Can we
anime.
Stop
Fucking
keeping us in
does.
suspense.
You guys are asking questions.
Give
Answer
another
them.
20
Okay,
seconds.
big dumb action movies. I want to see Vanquish be a big dumb action movie,
Yes.
and I want to see Mad World be a big dumb action movie.
Yay.
Wait, which one is Mad World?
The
Mad
Wii
One
World
that's
is the
all
one-
black and white,
It's-
except the blood is red.
It's
on the
stylish.
Wii.
Sin City.
Yeah, so but like
That's
with
a lot
Gears
more
of War
white than Sin City.
protagonists.
Sin City's like a black background with like white outlines.
Yeah.
Mad Max is like a white world with black outlines.
Yeah, we watch a
there
different
are
Mad
two
Max.
colors, no shading. It's just one shade of white and one shade of black. The entire world is like that, except the blood.
And then
I
you
don't
kill
think I've
people and
seen
you get
these
red
games.
everywhere. It's like a
It's like the Blob, but bloodier.
what's that PlayStation 3 game?
Those games
Sleeping
came out around
Swan.
the same time. Unfinished Swan.
It's like Unfinished
Yeah.
Swan, but with blood. Speaking of which, I would love to play a violent version of Unfinished Swan, where you paint the world by murdering people. I'm making it. Sorry.
some reason
Don't
you
steal.
murdered
Original idea. Do not steal.
Well, you got the poor man's copyright on it.
Yep.
For some reason, I specifically remember buying Mad World and De Blob, like in very similar. I don't know if they came out like within the same time period, but I remember playing them in a similar time period.
I bought a brand new
Shit.
copy of Mad World like last year for $3.
Oh,
I was there when it happened. I'll vouch.
I would also love to see Red Steel as a movie. I haven't seen like a blatantly racist like action film in a very long time. I think that might be nice.
I'd like to see the Metro series as a movie. The Metro 2033 and
Yes.
Metro Last Light.
Ooh.
I'd just like to
that'll
see
have
Cyberpunk
one.
2077 come out.
Yeah, but that's like good cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's my shit.
A really good survival horror game out of the 1950 whatever House on Haunted Hill, the one with Vincent Price.
Ooh.
Where you can just not do anything but just
House
look
on
at
Haunted Hill
Vincent
is
Price the whole time.
Oh, fucking good. Is it? No, it's the haunting of the house on the hill.
No,
Right?
it's House on Haunted Hill.
What the fuck? Okay. We're
The
not
one with
talking about the
Vincent
same
Price.
thing.
The Haunting of the House on the Hill.
Listen, I
that
just
the
want to
board
look
game
at
we
Vincent
have?
Price the whole time. Let's
No, that's
not
Betrayal at the house on the hill.
There are so many things titled with
House on
House
the
on the
Hill
Hill.
And haunting.
Like-
The haunting
and
of Hill.
haunting.
Haunting of Hill House. That's the one.
That is definitely not the one I'm thinking of. I promise you the one I'm thinking of is House on Haunted Hill. I have it on VHS. I have it on DVD. I have it on Blu-ray. I
talking about
promise I know
Gothic
the
horror.
title.
All right.
All right.
I think Metroid would make a cool movie.
Good for you,
Do you have a
Adam.
cool movie that would make a game?
No.
Okay.
Good
I
for
can't
you.
find a good movie that would make a game. I'm finding I like too many story-based games that wouldn't fit into a point-and-click adventure style,
Yeah.
and would just be like a novel that you watch.
I'll always raise the Hotline Miami as a noir film.
Yeah.
Like Metroid could be like a 10-page fucking script like Gravity, and it's just
Oh,
her
damn.
saving Metroid. Like they don't say
I don't know
anything
if that
really.
work per se, because like that game is like a lot of atmospheres is straight. I guess
It is
like,
a lot of atmosphere.
Yeah, it's because a lot of times when you say atmosphere, most people think of like a different. There's like connotation with the word atmosphere, but no,
Yeah.
it's a game of like it's a more like an atmosphere type game,
Yeah.
and it's like the story's like, and then I killed a guy, but this guy's like.
No, like sub dialogue. I'm talking like just Samus like fucking screams. That's the only dialogue in this movie. It's just an hour and a half, like very much like Gravity, where there's like 10 words in that whole movie.
I feel like you can make a really good Metroid movie if you like
Had the
based it
budget.
off of like Metroid Fusion and made it like a half horror, half sci-fi, like
Yes.
alien-esque
Like
film.
Ridley's fucking horrifying. The way Ridley's always like clawing at shit. Like stop clawing, just fucking fly at me and I can shoot you. That's fine. This dude's straight scraping the floor. He's like clawing at shit. I could see like her hiding from Ridley. I'm getting lots of alien flashbacks here.
Right?
Like you said,
It would
Ridley,
be
and I heard
Alien
Ridley.
and Aliens together as one movie, but as Metroid.
Yeah.
And that would be fantastic because aliens.
Oh my god! I didn't realize how much Aliens was Metroid and Metroid.
Right?
Goddamn.
My entire worldview is shattered.
It somehow makes those movies even better.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That feels like a really good note to go out on.
No, it doesn't. We can end it though. And Dan could have just said it
This
like,
was-
and this is why I hate this race. That's a great note to end.
Sometimes
pretty
racism
long.
is just
How long is
swell.
it?
Dan
It's
could have
like
said
an hour
anything.
and 15 at least.
We're
Oh
getting
my.
kicked out
Yeah.
at 15.
Dan, you could have said like,
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah, we should head.
anything.
It'll take us 15
I needed a
minutes to-
point.
You could have said anything. And here's where I'm going to get into my next point. What a great point to end on.
Please, that would be fantastic.
I'm not good at transitions, God. I should probably work on it as a podcast to host. But anyway.
We good.
Pretty good.
Bye, everyone.
What a great. I'm
Yeah, you
gonna
can
say-
make fun of me later.
I'm going to say goodbye. And that's a great point to end.
Okay.
And that was when I lost my first son.
All right. We will be back next week. Everybody.
We will.
Do you want to not come back next week, Pat? You are more than welcome to stay off of this podcast. God, test me again, why don't you?
What a great point to end on.
Bye, friends.